Across Singapore, thousands sign up for SkillsFuture courses every year. But some still find themselves scrolling through courses and asking the same questions. Is this course good? Will it help me? Join me to check out what's being done to uphold the quality of training and training providers. I'm here at Boston Consulting Group, BCG, to find out how a course comes together. BCG is one of the many training providers shaping Singapore's adult learning system. And today, I'm meeting with Mr. Mogan Subramaniam, their Global Senior Director. One of the concerns we hear from learners is how to choose a course, and they're focused on what is good for them.
I think you have to start thinking about what exactly you want to do after the course. What is the gap from where you are and where you need to get? What sort of skills do you require? And then you look at the programs.
How do you ensure that your training is relevant to the industry?
As a SkillsFuture partner, one of the things that we need to do is adhere to the skills framework that SSG puts out. And so 80% of the skills that our learners acquire need to be emerging skills. So that's where, again, we go back to what are the jobs that are out there, what sort of skills they require, and then also we juxtapose that against the skills framework. And that's a starting point for what our curriculum should deliver. For us at RISE, at BCG, we have two sets of programs. One is RISE for Business and RISE 2.0, where we train mid-career Singaporeans. We've trained about 4,000 of them to date. And about almost 90% of them have given us a 4+ out of 5 rating. This sort of rating is publicly available. They should check that. About 60% of our learners have found a job within 6 months. So that's sort of track record. And at BCG, we leverage a lot of IP that we have built up over the years, serving clients across all sorts of industries. And that's helped us build very practical, valuable frameworks that we put into our program.
How does a learner know that the training provider is of high quality?
So as a SkillsFuture partner, the TRACOM score is a very important indicator. So all of us have to run those surveys and essentially get measured by our learners on how effective this program is.
Now that we know training providers plan their courses based on industry needs and guidelines, the next question is, how do we make sure these courses are up to standard? To get answers, I'm meeting Jennifer from SkillsFuture Singapore's Quality Management Division to talk about how courses are reviewed, approved, and continuously monitored, even after they go live. Jennifer, you're responsible for the quality management. What are you looking for before you approve a course?
The first two things we usually look at will be the type of courses, right? Whether it's WSQ or non-WSQ, as they have different set of requirements that we check. We definitely look at the adult educators, whether they have the qualifications that are required by SkillsFuture Singapore. And then we zoom in on the course proposal itself. So we really assess to see if that course itself is what the market actually needs right now, which is why we have actually introduced what we call the course approval skills list. So training providers should actually tap on our job skills portal to look at what are the skill sets that are in demand now.
How do you know whether a course continues to be high quality as it's being delivered?
We do have a few systematic checks at different course milestones. We have our course quality checks to see what they have proposed to us and what they are delivering right now. Do they match? Are they aligned to meet the learner's needs? We have TPQA to ensure that training providers funded by SkillsFuture have good processes and deliver good training. We have our course renewal checks that is done 6 months before a course expires. So with our enhanced course renewal criteria, we check to make sure that the courses are active, of good quality, and still remain relevant. Of course, through our TRACOM survey, which is conducted at the end of each course, where learners will give their feedback to us.
We've seen the rigorous process for approving and monitoring quality courses. But to continuously raise the overall bar for adult learning in Singapore, we must focus on the people delivering the training, our adult educators. This requires a holistic approach to professionalizing the entire training and adult education sector. That's where the Institute for Adult Learning and the new Training and Adult Educator Professional Pathway steps into the picture. Terence, you're the Executive Director for the Institute for Adult Learning. What does IAL do
IL is Singapore's National Centre of Excellence for Adult Learning, and we work together with the adult educators and other stakeholders to strengthen and professionalize the training and adult education sector. Besides this, IL also promotes skills-first practices so that both employment practices as well as the training ecosystem together can be future-ready and effective in supporting the needs of both the workers and employers.
So tell me, what is this TAEPP, Training and Adult Educator Professionalization Pathway?
The journey for the adult educator begins with the WSQ, Advanced Certificate in Learning and Performance, and it's meant to equip the adult educators with the basic competencies in adult learning that they will need on the job to deliver the training effectively. So from next year onwards in April, adult educators who wish to train or conduct CET that's funded by SSG will need to be on the National Adult Educator Registry. While the basic ACLP qualifies them for the registry, they will need to clock a certain number of practice hours, 80 hours minimum over 2 years, as well as minimum of 40 hours of continuing professional development to stay on the registry.
How do you ensure the quality of your adult educators?
So the National Adult Educator Registry is part of the pathway, and really it's like a skills feature for the adult educators themselves. Beyond the qualification to be on the registry, they'll need to continually keep the skills up to date with the latest emerging pedagogies, research into the science of learning, to make sure they are at the cutting edge themselves in order to do a good job delivering CET.
What we have discovered is that quality training in Singapore isn't the work of any single organization, but the result of an entire ecosystem working together. It's a work in progress with a continuous focus on ensuring that every learning experience not only provides you the skills, but also the confidence to keep learning and growing. Which leads to an important question. With quality training being delivered, why are some still hesitant to take that first step?